My dear Bagginses and Boffins, today we are talking about none other than the Lord of the Rings memes, where we explain the memes if they need explanation, we react to them if we find them funny, and then we critique them if they don't really work for us. So, let's kick things off with this one here. When you say something cringe in class, I care not. When you randomly think about it years later, and it is the final moments of Boromir. This one's sad, but also accurate. I actually this one makes sense to me. What about you?
Yeah, that me too. I relate.
Yeah, yeah. I like
I'm a
there's some things.
ruminator.
Yeah, yeah. I'll think of something I said or did that I didn't realize at the time wasn't appropriate, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm horrible, and I really critique myself. So yeah, I this one is a great meme, and it actually speaks to me. All right, next one.
That moment when you dress fancy for the day, but the rain ruins everything.
This one's just fun. I like it. It just obviously it's a behind the scenes shot, but it's fun. All right. Wait. Am I on Lord of the Rings still? What is this one? So we've got a collection of masks. New Zealand to enter lockdown after single COVID-19 case found. Earth just lost her best defender. That's not Lord of the
That
Rings.
no, but I think it goes back to the next one's Lord of the Rings.
Okay. Well, hey, you got a bonus one. A non Lord of the Rings meme that I don't quite understand, to be honest, because I don't really know what this scene is supposed to be in Marvel. So when you find just the right statues for the entry, oh, that is perfect. That's that. Oh, and look, perfection. I didn't even read that. That is perfect. That is perfection. That is a great. That is a great entryway. Um, that's so cool. All right, awesome. These ones are getting really nice and. Oh, I spoke too soon. All right, take it away.
Mordor, she wrote. Okay.
uh, there's a show called Murder She Wrote, and they just changed the. You know what? I don't need to explain it.
Watch it. It's a bit. I haven't watched it since I was a kid. Actually, I
Yeah,
remember
like the
like.
only people who watch that show are kids under the age of 10 and people over the age of 65. That's
Yeah.
like their entire audience. Cuz it's about it's I don't know why am I explaining this. It is about an author who writes mystery books who then also solves mysteries. All right? There you go.
Exactly. Yes.
It's kind of fun. It's super cheesy, but kind of fun. Like I haven't seen it in decades.
Yeah.
Literal decades. All right, back on track. Here we go. You have my sword, and you have my bow and my axe. I got $10 for an Uber. So I mean, I don't.
Uh,
I guess it's because you get like those discount or like if you sign up for Uber, you get like $10 off your first ride. I think that's what that is. Um,
but what are they going to take an Uber to Mount Doom or something?
and there's like a little welcome sign. I don't really get it. I think it's just someone commentary on like the fact that you get these $10 for an Uber. I don't know, like it. Maybe there's some social political commentary here I'm not seeing. Um, maybe it's just fun. I don't really get it. All right, all right. Next one.
When you ask a college kid what offends them, things that were, things that are, and some things that have yet come to pass.
So is this supposed to be the right
So
can't meme or something like that?
it's about college kids being politically correct,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. And it's funny because we talked like we just had the one about Boromir and how when we look back at stuff we did, which you know some things that were and where we don't like how we handle that situation. So it's kind of ironic that these two are within a few memes of each other. Um, it is kind of funny for people who actually think that this is what happens at a college. I can actually see this being a good joke. Um, yeah, I don't know. I actually think it would work better if it were, instead of what offends them, what they are afraid of. Because I think then you you actually do have a bit more of like a, because like college kids are scared of the future climate wise, they're scared of what's going on economics wise right now, and they're scared of what happened in the past. If you look at history of certain um, political conflicts that happened, so I think it would work better as a meme if it was what they're afraid of instead of what offends them. But I think a right wing person or someone who leans right wrote this meme, and look at the title, Lord of the Rings privilege. So yeah.
I didn't see that.
All right.
Okay.
Uh,
The title's the best part.
the titles are the best part. Maybe we gotta read the title. Oh, I don't know. Should we read the titles after we read the meme? Like,
Sure.
okay.
Okay. This is your turn. Yeah.
Oh, is it me? Okay. Your
Yeah.
love of the halflings leaf has clearly slowed your mind. Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man. And it's Lord of the Rings Lebowski. So this is a joke. I'm sure you actually know about this just being on Reddit and stuff, but this is a thing that's come up recently. People debating about what halfling leaf is, and it's tobacco. So I'm just gonna explain what it is. It is tobacco. However, it is it's a fantasy world, so maybe it does have some hallucinogenic effects to it. Like who knows, right? Like it doesn't really that doesn't change the feeling of the movies or the books one way or the other for me. Um, but I think when they use the word weed, they say stuff like halfling leaf, like it just has this. People are starting to pick up on this, like it does kind of sound like they're talking about marijuana, which does make it funny. So I actually do like those kind of memes where like they really lean into the marijuana aspect. But yeah, I think it's kind of a fun little joke about how they talk in the movies. All right.
Okay. When you're two films into an extended edition watch through and your friend asks to call it for the night, authority is not given to you to not deny the return of the kick.
This one's really good. I'm using this one next time this happens. This is so good. This one is perfect. The title of this one, it's unimaginable. So this one's awesome. This one is top marks, full marks, 10 out of 10. This meme right here, like a perfect use of a quote in with a situation. So yeah, that's great. Definitely using that in real life. All right, on to the next one. Canonically, The Lord of the Rings is a memoir by hobbits which has several detailed descriptions of meals throughout, so maybe the whole saga is just one of those recipe blogs where they have to tell you a whole epic story before getting to the food. I've seen this one. I think it's hilarious, and yeah, I think it's fun to think about because it is true, right? Like, The Lord of the Rings is a book written by a hobbit, and they love food. This works for me. I see nothing wrong with this. I'm completely fine with this being actually canon. Now, I will say that they also are fond of storytelling, which is why they write the book. But if you want to lean into the whole food aspect, go for it. It actually, there's a lot of it in there. So, yeah, have at it.
Okay. So Frodo looking at the ring. Frodo, there's nothing. Gandalf. Frodo. Wait. Then Gandalf.
So, yeah, so you got this like delayed reaction from the ring showing what's written on it. And so then you have like this delayed reaction from Joey from Friends when he is recognizing what's happening in the scene. it's kind of funny because yeah, that's exactly what was going through Gandalf's mind. Like, it's actually in the movie too. Like, it actually cuts to Gandalf, and he is like relieved, right? He's relaxed. He's like, okay, all right, I was wrong. I spent all that time researching. I was insane.
30 years.
Yeah,
Or 20 years.
20 years. Yeah, I spent all that time in the libraries researching this stuff. But you know what? It was a waste of time, but it's good because I now know it's definitely not the. Oh wait, oh no, and then and then it's full on panic mode. All right. Where are we? Next one. All right.
Oh,
In love with these. Oh, is this you?
no, it's you, but it's
Okay.
funny. I thought
In love with
saying-
these green cities, and then you've got these beautiful looking cities, and one that was beautiful at a time when men controlled it. That's honestly, I really like the look of this like this green like fog, ghostly fog emanating from it. Like it looks really spooky. Like instead of just being like a dreary castle, like it's got this over the top colorful fog, which I like still creeps me out. Like what goes on in there? That's super creepy. Anyway,
Yeah,
this one's good. All right, next one.
We hear drums in the deep. They are coming. You're just Mr. Chatterbox today, aren't you? Meow, 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 meow.
Okay, so just a quick aside. I've shown this one to my wife who has seen The Lord of the Rings, sort of. She's seen pieces of it and fallen asleep. I know. But she has seen pieces of it, and she thinks this is one of her favorite memes of all time. This one right here. Because we have cats, and they're always running around being crazy. And it's just funny to think that they're like talking like this in their mind, like something super serious. Like, pay attention, this is super serious. And then it's just, you're just Mr. Chatterbox there. This is one of, if not her favorite meme, and I think it's fun. I think it's really fun. All right. Elves in Tolkien's Legendarium. So you got the Hobbit. So wine from warm lands, fire roasted meat, likes dancing in the meadows and making flower wreaths, spends time singing and feasting. So that's in the Hobbit. In the Lord of the Rings, I can't even pronounce that. Miravu Lambus, and so it's mysterious elven food. Although Lembas bread we know is kind of like honey cakes from the books. I think they say that in the books, and then I don't know if they say it in the movies, but it is like honey cakes. Ages old wisdom in the eyes, totally mysterious. And then in the Silmarillion, blood of the slain kin, flesh of a Balrog killed with bare hands, starts each day with a new war, covered with scars from fighting and being tortured by orcs, killed at least 10 family members. So this is so I don't know if what the meme is supposed to be saying is like the elves are all different, or if they've like changed over the years. They definitely have changed from the Silmarillion years for sure, because that was a completely different time and basically a completely different society. I agree, but between the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, I actually think there's a lot of similarities. The only reason I think we have the mysterious food and the wisdom is because they were, as Elrond says, I was there. So they have wisdom from that event that they're trying to impart. But when they're not scaring us with tales of the past, they're still dancing and stuff in the Lord of the Rings and having fun. So yeah, but this is, I guess, for fans of the Silmarillion, that's definitely got a lot more elven fights going on.
Oh, this is okay. The next one's interesting.
Yeah.
In the Lord of the Rings, the two towers on the wall of Helm's Deep during the battle A one-eyed warrior turns to the camera, revealing a scarred, empty socket. The performer, Wayne Phillips, who played him, showed up as an extra wearing an eye patch. Director Peter Jackson politely asked to see what was under the patch, and then inquired if the gentleman would be interested in appearing in the movie Sans Eye Patch. The gentleman was reluctant at first and quite self-conscious, but afterwards said the experience had made him more comfortable with his condition. So the guy that was an actual.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think
It wasn't makeup. He
I think
he
I
was a
remember
one-eyed man.
hearing. Yeah, I think I remember hearing bits of this, but I didn't realize that he was self-conscious and reluctant to do it. I just thought it was someone with who is missing an eye. So
Hmm.
that is really nice. Yeah, that's really nice. It's really wholesome. Um, not really mean, but I you know what I like it. But I think that's where we will leave it. So, uh, yeah, we regret to announce that this is the end. And if you are excellent hobbits, please like the video. And if you're an admirable hobbit, please subscribe. We bid you all a very fond farewell until we meet again.